Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Mornings for Thursday, November 10th, 2022. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope it was a great trading day for you yesterday. As we get started here today, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing's meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see here, folks, make sure you follow along with the various social platforms that we have, including places that we've got like tradinglikeaboss.com, which has all of our free training content listed on there for you. So go ahead and take a look and get subscribed to all these places. All right, with that, let's go ahead and jump in. I've got a list built out for us for today. Let's start off with the S&P 500. So yesterday we were down, okay? And overall bearish market that we're looking at here. If we go and look at futures today, we're up a little bit, 11.5 points on the S&P in the pre-market, right? 59 on the Dow, 56 on NASDAQ, Ruts up 6. Bitcoin is down 45. They're under 16,000 now, folks. Whew, it's a bargain. That's the chaos that's going on with the two indexes, currency indexes that are going crazy right now on the lies, and we're not buying you anymore, we're not bailing your customers out. It's all crazy. Ethereum's at 1100, gold is down 3, and crude is back down to about 85 right now. So when we look at S&P 500, we've got that bearishness in there. We have what could be a lower high from Tuesday's close in there, Tuesday's high price. And that rollover point, okay? So we're looking at 37.11 as a potential down point on the S&P right now. So, and again, we're up a little bit on the markets, but we've got resistance at that 37.89, 37.90-ish level, all right? So let's go look at our very first candidate, which is Bros, B-R-O-S, right, which is Dutch Bros. So we're going to go and look at a little bit bigger picture here. You get to see the entire fib that we've got drawn. And BROS is earnings. Right now this morning on BROS, they're up $1.10. Nice. All right, so let's see. That earnings drives them to where? About 30 and a quarter. We've got resistance at 30.89, guys, right? So tough, right? I mean, we could look at, how is my Fibit looking here? 25 to 31. All right, so we need to split this level in half. All right, so let's do that first. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to split that level in half. So we've got a support at about $28. We're sitting right now up at about $30. So we could look at a bull put spread below 28. I'm going to write it down as aggressive, not my favorite trade, because we're still in a bearish bias. This news hasn't really driven it up enough. All right, MTCH. So Bumble came out with earnings today. They're only a monthly optionable stock, so I don't normally put them on my list. But their earnings were not good. They were down a lot on that. So in pre-market, BMBL is the ticker symbol if you want to check it out. They're an $18 stock. They're down $2.50 right now. So big move for them to the downside. Percentage-wise, it's quite a bit. So based on that, MTCH, right, Match Group, is kind of done the same thing. They've moved to the downside a little bit. So MTCH, which is a weekly optionable stock, they're down 65 cents right now to 42.30. So look at the difference here compared to Bros, right? We're already in a bearish bias. And we have bearish news. I like it. So if we're sitting at 42.30, we're right in the middle here, 40 to 45. We don't need a fibbing in there. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 45. Right? Then we go to Riven, R-I-V-N. Right, let's drag that out a little bit. Let's get a bigger picture, bigger view, if you would. So you can see it's an older fib. It goes back into December, the end of December of this last year. So let's bring it back in a little bit now so we get a better picture of it. Riven, they're up $1.93 right now. That's on earnings. So life is looking good for them. We've got 28 to 34. That's $6. Our Fibit is only $5. So if the distance of the two fib lines is greater than that RR Fibit, we have to split this level in half. And all RR Fibit is doubling the Wilder's average true range. All right, so right now, we're sitting at $30. So we're still, again, in that bearish connotation of this pattern overall, right? So short-term move to the upside, if you want to take advantage of it, I'd be looking at a bull put spread below 28, which is our next fib line down here. I would also look at it as aggressive. What does that mean? When I talk about we want to take the trade aggressively, that means that we take less contracts. Instead of putting yourself at the normal risk, in other words, you normally trade 5 contracts, 10 contracts, 50, it doesn't matter, but let's say 5. If you normally trade 5 contracts, maybe on this trade, you want to do 1 or 2. You're willing to dip your toe in the water if you like the pattern, you want to take advantage of the move, but you really don't want to go all in on that trade, all right? So there's Riven, then we've got RNG. And I've got a long-standing channel going on RNG, and those of you that follow along with how I trade channels and how I identify my channeling patterns, it was all right in here, okay? And then all these other lines, notice what happens, how we stop right at every one of those lines, right? And I got all of that off of drawing this right in here, right? So based on that, right now, right, are on RNG, which was an upgrade, by the way. So they are up $3.65. Really nice move for them. So from an overall pattern, we're kind of drifting downward, bearish. If we put moving averages on there, you'll see with moving averages, we've got that bearish move to it, right? It's that kind of falling pattern. So if we look at RNG at $32 right now, it got above the $31.52. It got above the 3105 moving average. It's sitting at 3201, and it's below this. So we're still in a bearish neutral bias right now. So we're going to look at this and say on RNG, we're going to look at a bull put spread. We're at 32. To try to go down below 31, so bear put spread below 31, I'm going to put aggressive, right? Exclamation points. I just threw 3 exclamation points off it. It's very aggressive because we're really close, $1 away from what it was, still in a bearish bias. You could also look at a bull put spread, and so I'll write or, a bull put spread below 26. Less aggressive, I'm just not sure the premium you're going to get. You've got to check that out on the options. Lastly today is Zip, ZIP. Zip had earnings come out. They are up $1.83. to $16.40. Also, monthly only options. They do have $2.50 spreads on them. But I thought it was a decent looking company with the overall pattern we have to it. The move today is to the upside. So let's see. Right? We have no fibs drawn on here, but we do have this overall bearish slide. So I wanted to see where it comes in relation to our moving averages. We are above 1640 right now, which is where? So 1640 takes us to above our 21 moving average, right in here, okay? So we're going to look at this from a bigger picture and see where do we want to draw our fibs on here, right? And this is the place that I think we want to go off of is right here. Now, not a company I normally trade, but many of these aren't. This is news, folks. These are ones that come out right now. It's stuff happening. 14 and 16 is 2. So we need to split this level in half, 16 to 18, 2. Yeah, so we're going to split both of our levels in half. In other words, we're going to add a negative 136, and we're going to add the 118 in there. All right? And right now, if we're sitting at 1640, it puts us right above this fib line, right above that moving average. We're going to put an interim line in here, which was yesterday's moving average close, which is at 15 and a half. All right? So we're going to look at 15 will be our number. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below $15. All right? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, make sure you go and check out the tradinglikeaboss.com website. We've got tons of free training on there. We just finished up our last one last night of how not to get your ass kicked. Great training in there. But check out Power Hour each and every Monday. This Friday, we've got Trading Coaches Playbook coming up. Again, everything on this page is all free training, so take advantage of it. All right, with that, have a great rest of your day. God bless, and I will see all of you at our next update. Take care, folks. Bye for now.